ටවුන් එකේ විෂන් කෑකට ගියා නම් ඉවරයිනේ.
විෂන්කයා විශ්වාසනීය දැක්ම.
Parliamentarians representing the joint opposition handed over a no-confidence motion against Minister of Industry and Commerce Richard Bathiudeen to Speaker Karu Jayasuriya at the Speaker's office this morning. They said that the no-confidence motion contained 10 allegations against Minister Bathiudeen. The motion carried 64 signatures, including several MPs who were elected to Parliament from the United National Party and the Tamil National Alliance. Among the 10 listed allegations against Minister Bathiudeen is the army commander's remarks to a local newspaper that the commander was leaned on to secure the release of suspects arrested pertaining to the Easter Sunday attacks. He is also accused of provision of empty shells to a copper factory which was owned by one of the suicide bombers outside due process via the Ministry of Industry and Commerce. They also say that there is reasonable doubt over political influence exerted on the police by the facilitation of bail for 9 suspects arrested at the copper factory in question without producing them before court under the Prevention of Terrorism Act. The joint opposition also cite lack of action taken under the PTA on SKP AdaDerana, who is the treasurer of the All Ceylon Makkal Congress, for failure to disclose plans of the terrorists despite having prior knowledge. Furthermore, 2 sons of businessman Alhaj Mohammad Yusuf Ibrahim, who is a very close ally of Minister Bathiudeen, perpetrating 2 suicide attacks, is also listed in the no-confidence motion against the minister. The joint opposition also cite the arrest of an ACMC Pradeshya Sabha member who also appeared as a coordinating secretary of Minister Bathiudeen under suspicion of being a terrorist. They highlight another arrest in the form of a Maulavi who appeared as an advisor to the minister under suspicion of being a terrorist. The release of Minister Bathiudeen's brother Rif Khan without being producing before court after he was arrested by the army and passed on to the Mana police is also mentioned in the document. The MPs who claim a loss of faith in the minister also point to a public perception within society given rise to by claims of infringement on relevant probes revealed by security forces and police. They also say that the minister's continued stay in office is proving to be a hindrance to investigations since the police have failed to interrogate him despite an embedded consensus that Minister Bathiudeen has links to terrorists.
The request to release was Adil Amis.
I'm not sure about the name.
The one arrested from Dehiwala was
He never asked me to release. I know that nobody will ask me to release.
So what was the request then?
He asked me and telling about this gentleman. He's so and so, so and so, so and so.
Is this the guy who works at Virtusa?
No. This is on very first week.
Yeah, he was arrested. He was arrested on 25th April.
Not him. I do not know whether later on he found that he was working for Virtusa, but not.
Rather than calling it influence, I would like to say it was a request. Minister Bathiudeen spoke to me over the phone after a certain individual was arrested and I gave him 2 replies. That's what the media reported. You can interpret it either as influence or a request. Since I'm the army commander, he made a request from me. I didn't inquire as to who this arrested person was after the minister's first 2 requests. It was during his 3rd call that I said that a person by that name is arrested and I asked the minister to call me in another 1.5 years. There were many by the name Mohammed, so it took me a while to find the exact person. I'll give you his exact name, but I can remember that he was arrested in Dehiwala. He told me who so-and-so's father is and asked what we can do for the arrested person. That's when I asked the minister to call me back in another 1.5 years, because by the powers vested in me, I can keep him in custody for that amount of time.